If you master this one thing, you will get better responses from ChatGPT than 90% of the other people who are using it. This is known as prompt engineering. It is the art of speaking to a large language model, and if you don't know how to talk to an AI, you won't be able to get the best from it. For example, in this case, if you want to set up ChatGPT to write replies to customer support inquiries, it should look something similar to this. This entire prompt structure is backed up by research, and this number right here, it shows you by what percentage the final output quality increased after implementing each step. The first step is role, and this is where you give it identity and character. So in this case, I'm telling it you are a world-class customer support representative and you provide clear and detailed information. The reason for using words like world-class is the more emphasis you give it on its ability to do something directly correlates with its output quality. So you could say this, or you are an expert, or you are the best at X task, and its output quality will be way better. And if you want to slow down and read any of this, you can just pause the video and read it. I'm just trying to provide the reasoning behind each step, so feel free to pause the video and read it if you want to get a better understanding of any of these steps. The next step is task. This is where you provide step-by-step instructions on how to perform its primary objective. And as you can see, I have broken down the thought process it should follow when writing a reply. Next is specifics. This is where you mention instructions that are important but not as important as the previous ones right here. Also, you should attach emotion to its work. So for example, you could say things like, this task is extremely important for our reputation, or my career is depending on your output, or our organization takes pride in this works, and these things will convey the importance and at the same time attach emotion to the task. This is one of my favorite tricks, and it's because it's easy to implement, and also it will increase the output quality by more than 2 times. Next is context. So this is where you provide any background information about your company, about your products, and basically any data that would help the AI to write better responses, you can include it here. Next is examples. So you can provide 1 or 2 examples of how to write the perfect email, and this should be in question answer format. In this case, the question is the customer email that the AI is going to receive, and here I write the perfect response in the way that I expect it to write. And giving it examples will increase the output quality by up to 50%. And the last one is notes. This is where you include any additional instructions. So if the AI seems not to follow the instructions mentioned in the beginning, you can just remind it again in here. And the reason for doing it at the end rather than in the middle is because of a phenomenon called the lost in the middle effect. In other words, these AI models tend to remember the instructions you mentioned in the beginning and at the end better than the ones in the middle. So this is why we include context right here in the middle, because it's not that important for the final output quality, but stuff like role and task and specifics, these are extremely important, and also the notes. So that's why we include these things in the beginning and in the end. And if you want this exact prompt, you can just DM me the word prompt and I will send it to you.